we are kicking things off with a major talking point in MotoGP. Guenther Steiner is completely puzzled by the decision-making process surrounding injured riders. We dive deep into why MotoGP teams are leaving bikes sitting in the garage during crucial race weekends and what this means for the sport's future.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the thrilling debut of Toprak Razgatlioglu. The reigning World SBK champion is taking on a legendary track for the first time. Find out how Razgatlioglu is feeling about this massive challenge and what he hopes to achieve in his first MotoGP experience. The battle for machinery is heating up. We explore the intense maneuvering surrounding the Guenther Steiner-led Tech3 team and the potential shakeup in the MotoGP landscape. Discover why Honda is targeting Tech3 and what this could mean for KTM's future in the Premier class. And finally, we're looking ahead to the French Grand Prix at Le Mans. Heavy rain is expected to disrupt the action, but we're tracking all the developments leading up to the race. Don't miss out on the full story. Stay tuned right here for all the latest MotoGP news. Guenther Steiner, the new owner of Tech3, expressed bewilderment regarding MotoGP's current handling of injured riders, noting confusion over why bikes sometimes remain sidelined during race weekends without stand-in riders. This sentiment was highlighted following the situation at the Jerez weekend, where Tech3 was left with only one rider due to an injury to Maverick Viñales. Viñales had to miss the Spanish Grand Prix after undergoing surgery on his shoulder to fix a loose screw, and no replacement could be finalized in time. The discussion has reignited interest in proposals to mandate reserve riders in the championship, drawing inspiration from Formula One protocols. Paul Espargaro, a TV commentator and KTM's test and development rider, voiced support for this concept, suggesting it is necessary. He compared the situation to Formula One, noting that in F1, a car rarely remains stationary in the garage during a race. While acknowledging the increased risk involved in replacing a teammate in MotoGP compared to F1, Espargaro stressed that leaving a bike stationary is not ideal for the sport economically. Espargaro admitted that he had not spoken with Viñales and was unaware of the precise stage of his recovery. He described Viñales as a dedicated, old-school rider who takes his career very seriously, emphasizing the frustration Viñales must be experiencing while attempting a return. Espargaro advised patience, stressing that a rider's return depends entirely on their physical condition and that they should be allowed the time needed for rehabilitation. The ongoing situation underscores the complex balance between competitive demands, rider welfare, and the operational realities of professional motorsport. Toprak Razgatlioglu is gearing up for a significant challenge this weekend, as he makes his debut at the legendary Le Mans circuit for the French MotoGP. The reigning World SBK champion approaches the unfamiliar track with a mix of excitement and caution. Razgatlioglu expressed enthusiasm, stating, "Finally, I get a race in Le Mans, and I'm really happy about it. It's a legendary circuit that I've only watched until now, so it's exciting to experience it for the first time." He acknowledged the difficulty of adapting, admitting he will be starting from zero as he transitions from his familiar superbike technique used at Jerez to the MotoGP style, aiming to replicate his point-scoring performance from COTA. He sees the new environment as a crucial opportunity to develop his riding approach. In contrast, his teammate Jack Miller is looking forward to the event, citing the unique atmosphere created by the fans. Miller emphasized the sporting opportunity, noting that the event is vital for further developing the bike and building on recent work. Team director Gino Borse remains optimistic about the team's standing following the Jerez test, suggesting the Pramac team is in a better position. Borse highlighted that valuable information was gathered from both riders, which should aid their progress. He added that while Le Mans is unpredictable, the team has demonstrated competitiveness in wet conditions and is prepared to capitalize on favorable weather scenarios. Neu Dung Kai Tight. The future of Guenther Steiner's MotoGP team, Tech3, is at a critical juncture, with the choice of machinery poised to have significant repercussions as the series enters a new rules era. Tech3, long a key component of KTM's Premier Class growth strategy, has been operating closely with the factory, sharing resources and liveries with KTM's factory riders. However, the team's position has become a focal point in the ongoing maneuvering between KTM, Honda, and Ducati. /N/N, with KTM facing financial challenges, and Honda aggressively pursuing an expansion to 6 bikes to regain dominance. Both Tech3 and Ducati's Gresini Racing have been under Honda's scrutiny. Reports indicate that Honda has been rejected by Gresini due to a substantial counteroffer from Ducati, shifting the focus squarely onto Tech3 as a potential target for Honda. /N/N Honda's interest is multifaceted. They seek to expand data collection for the upcoming 850cc era and secure the services of development rider Luca Marini, who is reportedly being squeezed out of the factory setup. Integrating Tech3 into Honda's fold would align with their strategic goals and the vision of Tech3's new owners, led by venture capital and former Formula One principal Steiner, potentially accelerating the team's trajectory. /N/N Despite past successes, Tech3 has struggled for consistent podiums, with Pedro Acosta's rise to the factory team being a notable exception. While Honda possesses the competitive RCV and is investing heavily in the potential RC214V for 2027, a Tech3 Honda partnership offers the allure of immediate results. /N/N However, sources within the paddock suggest that a counteroffer from KTM may have successfully secured Tech3's continued presence within the KTM fold, ensuring the manufacturer retains 4 bikes on the grid for the next season. This development is linked to KTM's financial recovery under new Indian ownership and Steiner's reportedly leveraged influence, which allowed him to negotiate directly with KTM's leadership, bypassing the motorsport boss. /N/N The implications for the rider market are also significant. The potential deal could effectively rule out Luca Marini joining Tech3, as Yamaha is reportedly prioritizing securing his services at Pramac. Conversely, it could offer a lifeline to KTM stalwart Brad Binder, should the factory wish to retain his services, while accommodating new pairings like Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Giannantonio. Furthermore, the stability at Tech3 could provide necessary time for injured rider Enea Bastianini to address fitness concerns before his future is determined. Heavy rain is anticipated to disrupt the upcoming French Grand Prix scheduled to take place in Le Mans. Race organizers are bracing for adverse weather conditions that could significantly impact the event's schedule and proceedings. Further updates regarding the race status and potential postponements are expected as the weather forecast evolves.